I tell you something, boys, very funny. Is we're about, 2/3 of the way through the night when the auction was going on. And I ran into Carly, who fought in the first fight, and she was there with one of her mates, and she's getting on it. And Carly goes, "Oh, this is Brad." And I said hello to her, mate. I can't even think of her name. And a mate had a few drinks, and Carly goes, "Oh, yeah, this is Brad. He does our podcast." And I thought, okay, that's nice. And she looked at me, and you could see she looked at me. She goes, "No, you're not." And I said, "Yeah." And like, I don't tell anyone. And I said, "Yeah, that was me." And she goes, "No, he looks totally different." And I said, No, it was me." She goes, "No, he wears a headband all the time." And I said, "Oh, okay." I said, I can take the headband off.
Yeah,
it's not appropriate here." She goes, No, he's got long hair."
Oh yeah.
And I said,
"I got a haircut."
Yeah, I said, "I got a haircut." I said, I donated my hair. It was like 30 centimetres long. That's why I wore the headband.
Yeah.
And she goes, Nah, it's not you. And she was getting a bit shitty.
Oh my God.
I was like, geez, calm down.
Why is she
I don't know. She was getting mad. And then she goes, "No, he wears glasses." And I said, sort of the same as my headband and my hair. I can take the glasses off. And she's like, "It's not you." And then she's going through her phone. I went, "Here we go. This is going to be great." And by this stage, Carly had left, so she's left me with this.
Oh my God!
I just say a touch aggressive young lady, and I said, "Anyway, yeah, it's me." And she's like looking through her phone, and I was thinking, what can I possibly say to finish this conversation? Because I've only got like 5 minutes to get to the toilet. Yeah. Toilets were free. Cubicles weren't for some reason. Yeah. I know. I wonder why that was. And I said, "I only got 5 minutes." So I said, "I'll just wrap this up anyway." And I said to her, "I got to go one or two ways here." And I said, "Yeah, you're right. It's not me. It's just a joke." And I thought, all right, she thinks she's right and I'm wrong. Give her the win. That'll be the end of it. No, it was the worst thing I could have done. And she goes, "You're just pretending." I was like, "Oh, geez, I don't need this." She goes, "You're just pretending to be this person." I said, "Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not explaining this." And then this is the crack. She goes, "It's like stolen valor."
Oh my God.
And I went, and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I think there's a bit of difference in between someone who has gone to the front line and fought the Taliban in Afghanistan and some peanut sitting here with 22 subscribers. We're not the same people. It's not stolen valor, darling."
Yeah.
And I said, "Okay, all right." And then she had a spray. And then she lost concentration for a split second.
She must have been drunk, hey?
Oh, okay. Oh, she was sweating.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I said, "Okay, that's fine." She started talking. I just, boom, took off.
Good.
But I was like, "Oh, man. Well, I look different."
Yeah.
I deliberately wear that stuff in here, so I don't have this drama out. Anyway, it's not important. Not important.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, how good was the night, though?
The night was good. I was thinking on the way here.
Quality. Tell me about the night.
There was a few times where I was like, we were commentating, and Alec would say something. I mean, it didn't happen heaps. Maybe 3 times throughout the night.
Said some classic one-liners.
Yeah, some good stuff.
And we didn't jump on them.
Well, I would follow it up with, like, "Great take from Alec there," or something like that, right? But I got the vibe that he wasn't appreciating that for some reason. I'm not sure why.
It'll be interesting to hear the commentary back. Just anyone's watching this, I don't have access to the videos. I don't do the editing. I don't do anything like that. So for the photos, I know a lot of people hit me up saying, I don't know. I wish I did know, but I don't know. Yeah. So as soon as I know, you'll know.
And also, Mongy.
Oh, how good's Mongy?
Oh, man. What a legend. I love that. I was talking to him on the Instagram page.
He's a good man,
Hilarious.
Isn't he?
And then he sent a voice message out of nowhere with nothing on it. And he was like, "Don't know what the fuck I did just then."
No, see, we're keeping the swearing out of today. That's nice.
Sorry.
That's all right. Anyway, should we get into this card? Let's get in it. Firstly, excellent work there by Glenn and Nigel to get it sold out again. That was back to full strength. That was an extremely great evening. I think everyone did enjoy it. So first up, we have fight one. Anyhow, I can say this stuff now because it's past the day. I know I sat on the fence, but I'll even say who I was tipping in the fights.
Sure.
Okay? First one, Carly, stick it to your toes. I'm not. This is something I'm gonna bit of dirt here on Carly. I'm not saying Carly
Oh, God.
was having a cigarette prior outside at about 4:30, but I'm not saying she wasn't. That's just all I'm saying.
She would have been nervous.
Maybe it was
give it
just
to
her
her.
friend. When she got in the lift with me, I was like, "Oh man, someone's smashing the Winnie Blues
Reeks of
outside." Yeah, and she was looking at her friend. I was thinking, "It's not your friend, Carly. I know it's you." Carly, stick it to your Stokes. Nickname questionable. Against Kerry, the animal warrior Wallace. Did you see what happened at the end with Kerry?
In the end.
You know how they have the big group photo at the end?
Yeah.
I was there and I was on still where our desk was, and I was looking, and Kerry's trying to get in the ring, and the security's going, no, they're fighters. And Kerry's like, Kerry wasn't even drunk. And she's like, no, I'm a fighter. And he's like, nah. And I was watching it, and they were getting ready. I was like, oh, someone's going to get her in the ring.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, all right, I'm waiting. And then I went, I'm going to have to go around there.
Yeah.
And I was going to go through the ring. I was going to slide
That
in
would have been
WWE
sick,
style.
yeah.
I know,
Rey
so good.
Mysterio.
It's all about me. And I thought, no, I'll go around. And so I was walking around, no joke, in between my side of the ring and the other, which was complete opposite sides.
Yeah.
Every single person I knew in that place wanted to stop for a chat. I had, no, that was fine. It was good because I wanted to see them. So I had Kiara, I had Elliot Ostini, the Hood Pope, Trent Hallwood, and just one after the other. And I was like, I don't want to cut off because I want to talk to you people, but I just got to get Kerry in the ring.
Yeah.
Got around the other side, and Kerry had gone. And I thought, oh, she's in the ring. Didn't get in the ring. She's not in the last photos. I'm dead certain. I was looking at the photos there, and I'm dead certain she's not in it.
Oh, what the hell?
Criminal.
That is so crazy. Did she not
Absolute
have
criminal.
the medal on?
I don't know.
That's
I don't know,
insane,
but I thought that was rough. That was just not blaming people, but
What's security doing? Come
I
on.
don't know. Come on, surely someone could have just jumped and said, "This is the animal warrior right here." Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get into this fight. We've been going for a while. Jeez, I wonder why these shows go so long. Okay, first up, fight one. We have Carly against Kerry. Tipping. I have to. Okay, we've got 15 fights. I'm gonna anger 15 people here because I'm gonna have to tip against them. But I said I would. First up, I thought Kerry had it. I thought Carly, stick it to your Stokes, did get the win. Spoiler alert, everyone. I'm gonna tell you the winners. I thought Kerry she's a lot older, and I just thought if Kerry can hold it together, she's going to outpoint it. There's nothing against Carly. Carly's very fit as well, but I just thought Kerry was a bit smoother. I don't think anyone's going to get knocked down.
Yeah.
But Carly had that plan. I'm going to attack the body. I've never seen so many body shots by Carly to the body. Just thought, okay, I'm just going to wear her down. And being a bit older, maybe the cardio's not the same. They still threw right to the end.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't stop. They did not stop.
I think it was a fair decision, giving Carly the win on that one.
I think so as well.
But both of them did a fantastic job. Kerry just kept coming. For someone in her 50s who's very lean to cop that many body shots and just shake them off.
Yeah. She
I
didn't
would
get
have been
dropped
down.
or anything. That's pretty impressive. And like Carly was throwing bombs as well.
Carly did very well.
From the start to the end. Yeah, I was very impressed with Carly.
It was a good start. Glad that Winnie Blue you had prior to the fight. Carly must have done you the world of good.
I tipped Carly before the fight just because it was just a youth thing, I think, Yeah. It's a hard task to get in there in general, let alone when you're in your 50s, like...
Carly was in fantastic
sense.
shape as well.
Oh, God, yeah. Everyone was fantastic.
Great. Those cutouts just don't do them justice, do they?
Oh, absolutely not.
Who did we have? Hang on, I'm just having a look here. Who did we have for our guest speaker? Leonie Wilson. She was great.
She was awesome.
She sat down early. We had a good chat. That's Craig's wife. Sorry. I should say Craig is Leonie's husband.
Yeah,
that's
come on,
right.
show some respect.
Counterbalance owner and trainer. It was great to have her there with us. Fight 2. Sarah, the Iron Hook Cook versus Stephanie.
This was good.
Terrible nickname. The Dangerous Diva. I had Stephanie Little. Nicknames I had Stephanie, Dr. Do, Little.
That's good. I like that.
I had Stephanie, the OJ acquittal, Little, which made no sense. I know. I had Steph, treble clef, Little. I thought that was another one. Anyhow, she ignored everything. These fight of the night, well deserved. These two went at it. It was the night. The night was the night of the jab. The jab,
Absolutely.
the jab won the fight.
Yeah.
I've never seen a jab.
That's right,
Use that well throughout an entire card.
Steph was timing that. Every time Sarah went to initiate, Steph just jabbed her to the face, and that was incredible every time. She did not miss. It was awesome.
Excellent.
Steph did such a good job.
But Sarah just keep coming.
Yeah,
you could
she did not
see the
stop.
frustration on Sarah's face going, I'm getting hit. It's hurting, but I'm just coming. Just keep coming.
We didn't see a and this is what really surprised me. We didn't see a single fight where, because nerves exist. You go into that ring, and I'd imagine I assumed at least one fighter would sort of freeze up, and be scared to throw because they're so nervous.
Yeah.
Nah, everyone just went in there and gave it their best effort. I was so impressed.
Everyone did well, didn't they?
Yeah, we didn't have a single fight where it was no action.
No.
Incredible.
Anything, and it just got better. Plus that main event, I just I was nervous for that one. So Steph, the Dangerous Diva, terrible nickname, Little got the win over Sarah the Iron Hook Cook. Fight of the night, I reckon that was well deserved. Good on you.
I agree.
Next one here. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed in Leah, I'll be honest.
Okay.
Firstly, Leah looked fantastic.
Yep.
But Leah promised me, now she told me this beforehand, she said, I didn't tell anyone, Leah, she said she's going to go in there. She knew Britt, being the taller fighter, was going to jab. She's going to duck the first jab and then live a shot straight off the bat.
Yep.
And I was going to call it, but I thought, no, I won't call this because I'm just going to watch it. Didn't do it.
Yeah.
Didn't do it.
I guess that's where the nerves come in. It's
or she's got her own game plan
but
and doesn't want to be there just to impress me. But that's fine. That was for the Gobsmacked sponsor, major sponsor Gobsmacked, Mouthguard, Mouthguard's championship belt. Jesus, I'm struggling today.
Yeah.
Britt the Bruiser jab, just the jab.
Jab
she would have
once,
had, at a guess, 4 inches, 5 inch reach advantage.
Yeah.
It was decent.
Yeah.
Britt's a lot taller than I thought. Stood next to Britt.
Yeah, it was it was deceiving. At first, I guess it's those cardboard cutouts,
Yeah. Were they smaller? They used to be life size. I swear that
they were definitely smaller.
Smaller, I thought so.
Mason, he's a tall guy.
Yeah.
That cardboard cutout was
small.
Did not do him justice.
I don't think any. I think it's good. Yeah, also because the photos were taken at the start of training.
Yeah, true.
So
big differences in physiques.
Oh, massive.
Yeah, especially Leah. Leah looked like a different person out there.
Yeah, Leah did a great job. And Britt got the win. Well done, Britt. That was tipping. I forgot the tipping. The tip, I did tip Steph Little. I did. Only because of that little extra. The next one, I did tip Leah. I thought by this stage we were going to be 2-1 to the Blues, but we were after this we were 2-1 to the Reds. Leah, I thought Leah was going to get in there and just turn it ugly and get it done. Who was our? Jesus, I've skipped over it again. Where are we? So, fight 2. Our guest commentator was Marco, the Phenom fam. How many times did we call him the Phenom?
I think I didn't even know his real name. I was just calling him the Phenom the whole time.
He's a good man. He is involved with the training. He's always there. He's just a good guy. He won at PCR 6, I believe. Got the win over Lewis, the expert Watson, did he? PCR 8.
PCR 8,
Fight 11, PCR 8. That's when it was. Good on you. And this one here, fight 3. The guest commentator was Alex the Monster Mongi. Fought in fight 5 of PCR 9. That was only last November.
Yeah.
Fought Trent the Hood Pope Horde. Mongi is so invested.
He is a legend, man.
I thought that it was going to be impossible to find someone who gets more emotional and more invested than Glenn, the $6 million man, Austin.
Yeah.
No. I think Mongi was worse. Mongi was right next to me and at one stage was going nuts and coming forward.
It was awesome.
And I stopped commentating for a sec because I thought someone was actually coming at me. And I thought someone was going to try to fight me.
Someone was rushing you.
I was just there watching, and then I could see someone out the side of my head, doing this. I was like, Jesus, someone's angry with me. And I look, and Mongi's there. Mongi's throwing punches. He's got the head movement and everything. I was like, jeez, he's exhausted by the end of it. But he's invested.
He's so nice.
He's a good
I
man.
really enjoyed talking to him.
Fight 4, Smoking Joe against Mason the Mongrel Zuin.
Yeah.
Guest commentator Malcolm Day. Now, I need to clarify something here with Malcolm.
Oh, God.
I said one of the questions I had to Malcolm, because obviously I've done my research on the fighters and all the guest commentators, and I do know the charities and everything Malcolm's involved in. He's heavily involved in like breast cancer and he's great. He does heaps of charity work because he's a good man. So I've asked him questions in the sense to lead in so he can talk about them.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And one of the questions I said, you're supporting numerous charities. Does this event at the Sub Rose Foundation mean something to you? And he looked at me just with this look of disgust saying, I am involved. And I was thinking, and then he said, what did? I was thinking, maybe it's because of how I worded it. But I said, I know, Malcolm, I'm trying to lead in here so you can tell me about it. I know, but people listening don't know. And I'd like everyone to know how much you contribute, because he can, and he's always at these events, and he always buys the tables, and he always is a big supporter. So I'm trying to actually pump him up, but I think he thought I was having a go at him. I was like, oh, Malcolm, please. The good thing was, at the start, we made predictions, and I said, this one's not going. One's not going to 3. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He thought it was going the distance.
And I was going to throw out a told you so, but I thought, no, I'm probably on thin ice with Malcolm at the moment, so I'm going to leave that one. This one here, now, I reckon the quality of these two fighting. Yeah. I thought this is going to be the best two fighters. I mean, you got Alex and Wiley in the co-main, but this one here I thought was going to be a very close second.
Yeah.
Smoke and Joe. Unfortunately, with amateur rules, now this got explained at the weigh-ins, which I wasn't aware of, right? Yep. If you get an 8 count, like if you go down or you get a standing 8 count, you get one for the fight, not for the round, but for the whole fight. Yeah. So if you get...
It's a bit rough.
Yeah, so this if you're getting battered in the third, and that's it, they'll just call it straight, which I didn't know before the night before. Now, Smoke and Joe in the first couple of minutes, he looked so good.
He looked awesome. His footwork was insane to start off with,
and his punches were just they weren't long. They were just in tight, and they were great. Now Mason, I thought Mason's going to have a go at me here. I thought Joe's going to have this one. I thought just because of skill-wise, because Mason is more just like a brawler.
Right.
He is skilled, don't get me wrong, but I thought he's more. But I thought, no, Joe, he's obviously had Kiari's sister in his ear. Yep. He knows what he has to do. And he came in and he looked so good. Yep. And he just got caught. Yeah. He just got caught with
that's the thing.
That right, didn't he?
You could tell Mason was looking for that counter, because Joe started off so aggressive and he looked real good doing it, like aggressive but technical. And so did Mason. Mason looked fantastic as well. Both their footwork looked incredible. But Mason was waiting for that counter and he got it. I think it was a left hook, or a right hook.
I think it was a right.
Yeah, it might have been a right,
because it was on the angle in front of us, so he couldn't exactly see where it was.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rough.
But Joe is conditioned, and Joe can recover really quick. That's why I thought after that first one, I was thinking, and this isn't trying to take sides, but I was thinking, please don't finish it here, because these two are too good for it to finish early. 100%. I want to see this keep going. Yeah. And he stepped in. Do you think he stepped... I'm not having a go at the ref. Do you think it was a touch early?
Yeah, maybe a touch.
Just a touch.
I thought it was... don't get me wrong, by that stage, Joe was certainly taking some hits, but... I don't know. I understand the rules, and I understand ultimately this is not a professional fight, and safety matters. But there was that part of me. I guess it's because I watch UFC a lot. There's that part of it that's like, oh, come on,
just let it go.
Let it go a little bit. Like you said, Joe is able to recover real quick. I wouldn't have been surprised if maybe a couple seconds after the ref stopped it, he was able to get out of that. If the ref hadn't have stopped it. Yeah. But yeah, whatever. Fair call, I guess. But yeah.
I almost said, sorry to interrupt you, right. I almost said, because I knew there was and I called it, I said, all right, there's 10 seconds to go. And there was actually one of the fights, I can't remember what fight it was, they stopped fighting. When they serve the meals, someone has dropped their fork or knife onto the plate.
Oh, that's right.
Gone, ding, and everyone stopped.
Yeah. And
I was like, that's not the end of the round. Yeah. We've only been going 20 seconds in this round. What's going on? And I heard someone behind me go, clap, clap, clap. Yeah. And I said, last 10 seconds.
Yeah, you
And
did.
then-
But there was it's like 2 minutes left.
And then CJ, how good was CJ, by the way?
CJ,
so
shout out
good.
to CJ.
And then CJ goes over the speakers, goes, we're into the last 60 seconds. And I went, Jesus, I just called 10 seconds about 10
that's right.
seconds ago. I had this completely wrong. And it's because someone clapped behind me.
Yeah.
And yeah, because the bell sounded exactly like someone hitting the plate with a...
With the fork or whatever. Yeah.
I was hoping, this is so bad, I can confess all this stuff now.
Yeah, go.
With Joe, when he got up, I was like, okay, he's good, but if he gets a flurry, and I could see Mason ready to go, I was thinking if he's going to cop this again, they're going to stop it.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to think, this is going to be cheating. I was like, spit your mouth guard out. You know, just spit it out, mate. Spit it through the ropes and onto the floor.
That's genius.
That is so good.
That's so smart.
Oh, it's cheating.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I was,
you know.
like, I was like, just spit it out, just spit it out. And I could see it was like that, and it was sitting a bit forward. It wasn't in properly.
Yeah.
And I was like, just spit it through the ropes. Just spit it towards me, mate.
Yeah. I'll catch it.
I'll throw
Yeah.
it. I'll throw it into row 5. All right? I'll buy you 5 minutes. I will completely ruin this run sheet because they're trying to find your mouth guard.
Yeah.
And I said, but not taking anything away from Mason. He did.
He looked phenomenal. Mason's he just seems like a class guy. Both of them do. But Mason, yeah, he just looked. You could tell he was waiting for that counter. You could tell he was just waiting for it, and then he got it, and then he went in for the kill. And it must feel great getting the only finish of the night. You know,
that was good. But I reckon I'm going to make a prediction. I reckon we're going to see Joe in October.
I agree. I was thinking I might have said it as well when we were doing the commentating. I said it about someone. I remember saying I got a feeling they're going to come. They're going to be back one day.
He should.
Yeah,
he's good.
Absolutely,
enough.
he's so good.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I picked Mason.
Mason.
For the fight.
Did you? Yeah. I went Joe on this one. Mason celebrated harder than anyone else.
Yeah.
Mason messaged me on Monday evening.
Yeah.
I think I'd just gone to Wongan Hills and back for Anzac Day or something.
He was still going, wasn't he?
Was it Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday was Anzac Day.
It must have been Monday. I don't know. It was. I should find. Anyway, he messaged me and he said, "Are you still out partying?" And I was like,
"It's been 2 days.
It's been 2 days, mate." And he sent me a photo.
Yeah.
I might put the photo up. I'll see. I'll have to double check with him. But he looked like he'd been partying for 2 days.
Yeah.
He was celebrating hard.
Oh, God.
And I said, no, I'm not out, mate, and I can't go out because it's Monday. And it's like afternoon, and I've got 2 kids I'm trying to control at the moment. But thanks for the offer, Mace. He was still going, and he goes, I got to get through because I've got a drum and bass event tonight.
Oh my God!
I'd love to see the condition of Mason. I'm sure he didn't make dawn service on Tuesday morning. He probably did.
Actually, he's an animal. He's built different.
He probably played the bugle.
Yeah.
Take it out there. Who was our guest speaker, Trent Peterson from Cablewise. First time I've really had a good talk to Trent from Cablewise with a big beard.
Yeah. Are you sure it was Trent?
It was Trent. For 5-5, it was Trent. No, it was 5-4. Jesus, sorry, that was Malcolm Day.
Yeah.
He was still angry with me about trying to lead in there.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I remember Malcolm saying he doesn't tip anyone that has tattoos. But then he said afterwards, maybe I should change that.
It's good to see him back. He was good.
Yeah.
Fight 5, we have Marnie, you want to go Rio, questionable nickname, against Phoebe, like this one, the rent collector, Lang.
That is pretty cool.
That is very cool. Guest commentator, Trent Peterson from Cablewise. As a quality individual, Trent.
I agree.
He is someone that is... you know when someone says all the right things and you go, yeah, you're just saying it. Yeah. But then someone you go, I believe every word that comes out of his mouth. He was passionate and you could see the honesty in him. And he spoke about why he did it, why he supported, why he's always been part of this. So good on you, Trent. And the Cablewise, I think they're co-major sponsor.
Probably, yeah, because the Gobsmacked is the major one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. Yeah. He's there all the time. He's a fantastic guy. I did meet his lovely partner as well. But it was good, and he was very chatty during the fight as well. Anyway,
yeah, he was great.
He was great. Now, the jab of Marnie, the rent collector, of the rent collector, Phoebe Lang, that was the difference in this fight.
Absolutely.
No question. I was on the fence with this one. I didn't know. I thought Phoebe may have been a bit overwhelmed by the occasion. She turned up.
Yeah.
She just kept coming. And Marnie just kept taking those punches and trying to get in there. Just couldn't get in.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, I mean, she wasn't scared to get in there, but Phoebe just did a great job of keeping her at bay.
Phoebe and Undergate, I reckon 4 or 5 inch reach advantage with that. And that
that's huge, man.
Long jab.
Especially for like amateur fighters. Like,
huge.
It makes a big difference.
But they both did. What's going on here? Jeez, they both did very well. I thought, considering the stats, we don't have any DK5. There's DK5 stats for any of this. D5K, not DK5. The stats for this would have been, I think, maybe Phoebe would have had double the amount of significant strikes, the amount of connections.
Yep.
Only because she threw just that jab. Jab. And not saying Marnie didn't throw, but it was just that couple of inches that Marnie couldn't get in, and she just kept walking it down, and Phoebe using all the ring as well.
Yeah.
Great footwork on them both. And both did well.
Yeah.
And both should be proud.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it definitely felt after the Joe and Mason fight, the event stepped up a notch. I feel like they had an effect on the other fighters coming out, and it just seemed like, oh, okay, wow, we're actually like,
we're doing this.
Yeah, we're like properly dancing now. Like, this is cool, you know.
I think the blue team, it really not put a rocket up them, but I see the blue team became a lot more aggressive after that.
Yeah,
almost like let's get revenge for losing that one in Fight 5. Next up, Fight 6. Our guest commentator was enjoying some drinks ringside and forgot. So we didn't have a guest commentator. We won't mention his name.
He was having fun.
We won't mention his name.
Yeah.
This fight I was probably the most excited for.
Yeah?
I think so. But this was just two... We're talking about the infamous Jenna Greer against the Wild Rose, Casey Greaves. I think for the CBD championship belt. I think it's because these two are actually experienced fighters. Yeah. This is one where I know they're only over 3 rounds, but this would have been good to go a bit later.
Yeah,
because they neither of them came out and were reckless. Yep. They were both very, very calculated, and was a high quality boxing match. Casey just had the perfect fight, didn't she?
Yeah, and I think the big difference was probably Casey's like stamina, I guess, towards the end. You could tell she could have kept going. And I think Jenna could have as well, but I just kind of felt like Casey was a little bit ahead of her in that regard.
Casey managed that distance absolutely beautifully, because Jenna has got those bombs.
Yeah, she was accurate as well, Jenna. Very accurate.
Very good. But she managed to keep either too far away or when Jenna did come forward, Casey would rush her. And therefore, she couldn't get those big hits in. From
memory, this was one of the fights that it came down to the last round. Like, I think Jenna had won a round.
It was 1-on-1.
Yeah.
I think we had it. We should have a scorecard around here.
Damn.
I don't know where they are.
Jenna's, I don't know if they were good mates, but my sister and Jenna have been friends at some stage or know each other to some extent. I don't know how. I think maybe school or something. But I found that out on the night. So then I was really excited to like see something. Even though I don't know Jenna, but she came out and I was like, oh yeah, that's my sister's mate. Like,
everyone's connected to someone, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. Same as Luke Dos Santos, as we'll talk about later. So
Casey Wild Rose Groves got the win. Well done, Case. I think that was such a relief for Nige. He was pretending he's going, no, I'm fine with it. I was like, no, you're not fine. You are nervous as hell.
Yeah. This fight.
Fight 7.
Phenomenal.
No, there was only one thing more phenomenal than Fight 7, and that was our guest ringside announcer, Aaron Easy as Tracy.
Legend. I love him.
How good did he look?
Oh, mate, he always looks sharp.
He made us look like garbage.
Oh, yeah.
The best looking man there.
I was underdressed as soon as he sat down.
He looks so good. Yeah. He's just walking drip.
Yeah.
Apparently that's what the young people... I think Jody Cahill told me to call people that.
Yeah.
Easy as Tracy. He did a great job as well.
Legend, man.
Okay, this fight, we have Stefano. Oh, you know what? I call him Stefano.
Show the champ some respect, mate. Come on.
I did. I called him Stefano through the whole thing. I went through on weigh-ins and got all the pronunciations right, and we did call him Stefano.
Yeah.
Is that your last name?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Even though I never call you that.
No, you don't. Call me Aljamain, which isn't even my name, but yeah.
They spelt his last name in the book Lustini.
Yeah.
See there?
Yeah. Even though it's an I, isn't it? It's supposed to be an I.
Lustini.
How do you say the last name?
Ustini.
Ustini, right?
Ustini.
Yeah. I spoke
Stefano
to him.
Lustini.
Oh, we'll talk about the fight first.
Lustini.
I'll tell you what happened after.
Lust. This was close.
Yeah, it was.
This one, I was very glad I wasn't a judge. You had Thomas the Tank Engine Cardi. Thomas, this is for the PCB Championship belt. Thomas Cardi, he was... he reminded me of a WWF fighter or WWE fighter only because he's one of those guys that he was getting hit a couple of times and I was thinking, oh, it's over. Like, he looked so rocked and it was almost like he was faking being rocked and then he'd just come back.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, but that's obviously how he fights. Like, he wasn't trying to bait Stefano in.
Yeah.
But he was just... It was just a roller coaster. I went, oh, he's in trouble. Oh, he's on top. He's in trouble. It was just up and down. I was thinking, what's going on? But the heart, that win, I think, meant more to Stefano than anyone. You saw him afterwards.
Yeah,
he was very.
He was emotional and like very happy. I actually spoke to him after the fight. On my way out, I ran into him. He was talking to someone who looked really familiar, and I was trying to work out who it was he was talking to. But anyway, I went up to him as on my way out and I like just shook his hand, said, great fight, like congrats, man, like looked like it meant a lot to you or whatever. And we had like a little quick chat about some stuff and then I said to him something about WOG power. I was like, just something like, man, you got that WOG power. But I don't know if he could tell I was Italian or not. But I mean, as soon as I turned around and he got a view of my nose, he was like, oh yeah, that's my brother. Like,
there was some guy standing next to me who I'm going to say it must be Stefano's brother or cousin or something.
Yeah.
He had that Astini look about him.
Yeah.
And he was going berserk.
Yeah.
There was someone next to me, and I thought Mongi was bad. This guy was worse.
Yeah.
He was going absolutely nuts the whole time. So he definitely had massive crowd support.
yeah.
But Thomas Cardi, if Thomas Cardi would have got the win there, that wouldn't have surprised me either.
Yeah, it was like close. They were both throwing some good shots and they were both landing as well. So
I think Stefano had a bit of claret coming out of the nose. Stefano had an operation, and I didn't say this. I didn't divulge his information. He had this hematoma inside his nose, and he had an operation 2 weeks prior to the PCR. And it's funny that that's only ever happened once before, and it happened exactly the same time 2 weeks before for his cousin Elliot.
That's
in
right.
the last
Yeah.
PCR.
Yeah.
And I thought if Tom obviously didn't know, it was kept quiet. But if Tom lands one on that nose, it is just going to just bleed.
It did.
It did. And it was just coming down. And I think when Tom saw it, he was just aiming for it, the nose. But those two, once again, those two just so close.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fights were so, what was the end result with the red and blue?
It was...
Was it 10-5?
No. It was worse than that.
11 to 4.
11 to 4.
11 to 4, I think that is it.
Yeah.
Still, it's incredible that it was. You look at that and you go, all right, red dominated, but so many fights could have gone either way.
Yep.
So this is another one that did go to the blue. This is the Houdini.
Yep.
Ustini. He did get the win.
Yeah, and how about Elliot, hey?
Oh,
Such a legend.
The drunkest man by the end of the night.
Oh, man, he's so funny. I really enjoyed talking to him. I know he wasn't the guest commentator for that one.
He was later on, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but what a legend.
Oh, they're good people. Good on him. That whole Ustini family equality. Good on him. Okay, fight 8. We have Drew the Machine McLaren versus Taff the Slim Reaper. Great nickname.
This was fun as well. Mate. To have these two fights back to back was incredible.
Mahachi. See, I pronounced
Mahachi, yeah.
Mahachi. See, I pronounced it right, Taff. Our guest commentator for this one, I still laugh about this. It was Andrew Sullivan. He is a mate of Glenn and Nige. He is another quality individual. Such a nice guy. He's at all these events, massive supporter.
Yeah.
You could just tell, very educated, very successful. I don't even know what field he's in. I probably should know, but I don't even know what he does for work. I tried to look him up, some info, but I didn't get anything. Andrew Sullivan, but I have spoken to him before, and he's a very chatty man.
Yep.
And I thought, this is going to be good. And I just said to him, mate, just whenever you want, jump in, just off the leash. I'm not sure I heard Andrew talk
once
for the whole 3 rounds, and at the end, and I was like, "What's happening?
How can we engage with him a bit?"
But it was he was just so invested in the fight, which I do understand that. But it was just funny because someone who I thought was going to be very chatty through the whole thing was just quiet, and at the end, I was thinking. Like he can say as much or a little, and like I said, he's a quality man.
Yeah.
It just caught me off guard.
Yeah. You're expecting him to like be real chatty, but it goes to show how invested he was in the fights.
Yeah,
but also his drip was also insane.
It was not quite Aaron Tracy level, but he looked sharp, didn't he?
His suit was amazing.
Well done, Andrew Sullivan. This one here. I tipped, if I had to tip someone, I'd tip Drew the Machine McLaren.
I tipped Taff. Oh, who did you tip for Thomas and Stefano coming into it?
Tom Cardy.
Yeah, so did I.
My tips were all off. It's like my UFC tips. Only because of the story of Drew that I know of over the last few years and how he got to this point. And he had his kids on his socks as well. Did you see that?
Yeah,
he had his socks, had pictures of his kids. I thought because of his history and when he came in here to chat, it caught me so off guard.
Yeah.
I was like, geez, mate, you've been through some stuff.
Yeah.
I thought because of that he had the drive, and it couldn't have been questioned. He definitely did a great job in there.
Yep.
But I thought he is just going to keep going. I wasn't too sure of the confidence of Taff. Taff looked very good, but I just didn't know how he was going to go in front of all of the people and on the big night.
Yep.
Taff looked like a fighter, didn't he?
Yeah. He looked like he'd done it before.
His stance was so wide. He could cover so much distance in like one step and then get in and out. And that was it. And it was the counters. It was the getting out of the way because Drew was throwing it.
Yeah. Drew had him a few times.
Couple. Yeah. I was thinking this is all he needs is just that one more.
Yeah. But Taff was so slick.
So
probably
good.
the slickest fighter of the night.
Yep.
He just looked so technical, and it had looked like he had done this before.
Yeah.
That
wide
landed
stance,
some big ones, and I was worried for Taff for a sec, like a few times. But yeah,
he did both of them. There's no one that didn't do a great job.
Yeah. And that's not us even like trying to suck up to anyone.
No.
That's like the genuine truth. Everyone showed up and gave their best effort, and everyone's best effort was really good. So,
if I had the opportunity to jump on any of these people, trust me, I would. Especially the ones who rocked up late for their interviews. But congratulations, Taff, for the Total Containers Championship belt. He did well.
And I tipped Taff in that one.
Drew took it like a champ. I did have a talk to Drew poolside with the next day, and he took it like a champ. Everyone took it like a champ. Good on him.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Fight 9. We had the housemates for the Gear Sullivan Championship belt. We had
so cool.
Riley Easy Bakes Oven against Daniel Doomsday. I'm not going to say that Daniel disappointed me more than anyone. How much did I talk up that moonwalk?
I was like,
so many times.
I was so excited.
I just want to point out that Daniel Doomsday promised me to my face, like James Blunt.
Lack of respect.
Promised me to my face. He goes, if I get the win, I'm going to moonwalk across to you. Double finger guns to me ringside. Promise me. He got the win. I was prepping everyone, saying, guys, he's going to moonwalk. He's going to give me double finger guns. It's coming. And then he just walked out the ring.
Yeah.
Complete disrespect from Daniel Doomsday.
I was heartbroken. I really wanted to see that.
I wasn't angry.
You know,
I wasn't angry.
Just
disappointed.
Yeah. Heard that a few times.
Firstly, the fact that these guys managed to put their friendship aside, housemates, and not hold back. Those two were trying to take each other's head off.
Yeah,
they didn't hesitate in going. They could have been complete strangers going at it, and for two young guys to have that level of professionalism and peace of mind to be able to do that and still be completely fine afterwards. That's saying something about these two. I like these two.
Absolutely. Yeah, they both look really good out there.
I reckon it was close.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
They don't give you they don't give you the scores, do they?
Nah.
They just say the winner in the Studio 22 blue corner or the I should even know. Jesus, what total is it roofing? It's total roofing red corner. Is that it? I don't know. Sorry, whoever this major sponsor is on that red corner. Sorry. Just say the red corner.
So we had a lot going on, all right?
We had a lot going on. Why don't they say Judge 1 scores at 30-27, Judge 2? I think that'd be better.
Yeah.
That'd be go full Bruce Buffer.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
Oh, yeah, a bit of hype going on there. Anyway, Daniel Doomsday, I think he got the UD win over here, which I think was fair.
Yeah.
3 close rounds, definitely 10
just
nines.
edged it out in each round.
Just finished off the rounds strong, did
Yeah.
Daniel Doomsday. And he was, both of them were fit, but I think...
Oh, mate. The arms on Daniel. Jesus Christ.
I know.
Looks like a machine.
Glad USADA wasn't anywhere around doing any tests. What's in those protein shakes? Daniel lied to me about doing a Moon's Walk Doomsday.
He's on that gas station Viagra, you know?
Those pills. Those gas station pills.
John Jones style.
He was good, and he had the blonde hair as well.
Oh, it looks so good.
Ah, so good.
I reckon he looks better with the blonde hair.
He did. He looked great. Oh, and our
How could we forget?
what's that?
Elliot.
Youngblood,
commentator.
Ustini. Got a win over Daniel, the Bacardi Bulldog Baker at PCR 9.
He managed to keep it together.
All these fighters, it was just the last one was only 6 months ago.
Yeah.
It seems like years ago.
Yeah, it's so long ago. But
Madness.
like Elliot, you know, he managed to not be smashed enough by the time he got to our little...
He had a few under his belt, though.
Oh, God, yeah. But, like, you couldn't really tell.
Oh, I think when his cousin, when Stefano won, I think that's when Elliot really stepped it up and going, let's get into it now.
Absolutely.
But he did a great job. He's very chatty. That's what I like.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Great job, Elliot Youngblood Ustini.
Gave the Grelker a follow as well.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Jeez. He's been struggling there. That stolen valor from bloody Carly's, mate. Jeez. Next up, Fight 10, the old boys. Oh,
this is good.
This is for the Ring Sport Championship. Ring Sport are the sponsors now, not Everlast.
Yeah.
I think I said Everlast at one point.
Yeah.
My mistake. Sorry, Ring Sport. Great stuff, Ring Sport.
I was biased coming into this because Steve-O is a family friend. So I tipped Steve-O. But, and you know, he got the win, but it was a good fight. Again, close.
These guys are both mid-50s.
Yeah.
They're in exceptional condition for mid-50s.
Yeah.
Steve-O looked the part in round 3, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was bobbing and moving and
he did the Ali
dancing.
shuffle. I loved it. I thought we were going to see more of that from other fighters, like showboating, you know? It was so good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Johnny Henderson, though, this is what I like about Johnny Henderson, is he took some bombs and just kept coming forward.
Gave it back.
I think with the this is my opinion, is what let John down was his footwork when he was standing, his feet were quite close, and he wasn't rocked. But due to being pushed off balance, he was regaining his feet a bit.
Yeah, and that's when Steve-O sort of capitalised.
Yeah, and I think that it looked way worse than it was. Like it looked like, this hit and he's rocked.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. He was just getting his feet back.
Yeah, he was just off balance. Yeah.
He was a taller fighter. I thought if he dropped down and did a wider stance, it'd look... Because you got to look the part as well with the judges, you know? And I think in that third round, nothing was... I had it 1-1 going into the third.
Yeah.
But I think the way Steve acted... I think the third could have gone either way.
Yeah.
But the way Steve was... I mean, Steve would have been at Steve-O. Sorry, not Steve. Steve-O would have been at both of them absolutely gassed.
Yeah.
But Steve-O's gone, I'm going to act like I'm fresh as Daisy here.
Yeah.
And was bouncing around looking. He may have been feeling good, but I doubt it because everyone in round 3 is hurting.
Yeah.
But I think that's where he's gone, all right, I'm gonna do something in the judge's eyes. I'm going to look the fresher fighter, which is very, very smart thing to do.
Very. I wonder if it was a conscious decision or if he just wanted to have some fun, you know? Like,
I don't know. Maybe it's something to throw Johnny off to give him a couple of seconds to get a breather.
Steve-O's a character, though. Good guy.
He was both these guys are good guys.
And you got to give a shout out to PB Training, which is I think I think it's his business as well. I'm not sure, but him and Roberta, who trains pretty much all of my family at this point.
Yeah.
It's their own little personal training thing they got going on.
Oh, beautiful.
Pretty amazing. I'm pretty sure they do karate as well. PB Training.
PB Training,
down
everyone.
in Bibra Lake, I think.
Oh, near Odyssey.
Near Odyssey and near V Athletic.
Jeez, everything's down at
Two places
Bibra Lake.
with shout outs. So.
Way too much. So Steve-O got the win. I think it was UD. I reckon I had it.
1-1 going into the third.
Yeah, I had 27-28, but both of them, great work.
Yep.
Next one. Oh, who did you tip? I actually tipped Johnny.
I tipped Steve-O just because I knew him.
Jeez. All right. This next one, I'd have to say, this was the upset of the evening.
Yeah.
Fight 11. Firstly, let's talk about our guest commentator, Will Big Pappy Cleggett. Now, Big Pappy. Will Cleggett beat Tom the Fridge Palazzari in the main event at PCR 9, which is what gave Blue the win. Now, he fought first back at PCR 5, which I believe is 2022.
Yep.
2020. It was 2020. It was a while ago. Anyway, Will Cleggett, I was watching his fight back there. I thought he won that fight. He actually lost the first one, came back in November to redeem himself at PCR 9, which he did. I had him 30-27 over Tom, the Fridge, who's a mountain of a man.
Yep.
So Big Pappy did well. Tom did well in that fight as well, but I'm saying Big Pappy got the win, so redeemed himself. Watching back his first fight, I thought he won the first fight. I thought he was a bit hard done by. The one thing I did notice, though, his mouth guard fell out. All these fights are actually going to be available on the interview sessions YouTube page as well, if anyone wants to have a look. And his mouth guard fell out, and it just didn't look right. His mouth guard. Do you know why?
No.
I found out Big Pappy. I hope it's all right for me to say it's Big Pappy because it's pretty gross. His Big Pappy couldn't find his mouth guard prior to his fight at PCR 5.
Oh, God.
He's got someone else's mouth guard.
Oh, God.
And it's gone in. And I was looking at it, and I watched
and it didn't fit.
And I watched the video again yesterday, and I was like, oh, Big Pappy, what are you doing? Like, you could see he was biting, holding it in. It was sitting wrong, like he didn't swallow it.
Yeah.
So he's needed a mouth guard, so he just can't find his going, I'll just borrow someone's.
Yeah. So
he's borrowed someone. See, this is prior. I had a look. This was the last, PCR 5 was the last event before they turned into Gobsmacked. Perth, major sponsor, Gobsmacked. That never would have happened with Gobsmacked, would it?
No, absolutely not.
No. Jade and Rob looking fine as well. Rob was just dripping as we went in there. He always looks good. Anyway, so Big Pappy was using someone else's mouth guard, which I find very strange. But
hope you washed it. Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah, he would have washed it, give it back. And I think he was concerned because you had a look, and I think he was having trouble breathing in that first one because he couldn't open his mouth. If he opened his mouth, his mouth guard was dropping down. Anyway, I just found that interesting. Got nothing to do with this fight, but I just found that interesting. But it's great to have Big Pappy there. You see the photo? Hang on. Not saying the event was all about us, the commentators, but it was. There's one photo of us, and there's just heaps of photos of just a lot of the ring girl.
Yeah,
got to say, and there's an exceptional one. I'll put this up. There's a great one of Big Pappy there, just commentating, loving it. Look at that hair.
Really getting into it.
So jealous of that hairline. Big Pappy. He did a great job. Good on you, Big Pappy.
Yeah, he was fantastic. Like, definitely one of the standouts, I'd say.
The fight itself, we got Serge, the Billy Goat, named Billy after his daughter, Goat, greatest of all time, Galvao. Massive. Galvao.
Yeah.
I said Galvao.
Galvao.
That's not right?
I don't think that's how you say
Galvao.
it.
Serge, if I've been saying it wrong for the last month, my apologies. Sponsored by Benny's, his brother-in-law or brother.
I love a bit of Benny's.
That's good. They catered the weigh-ins as well.
Oh, cool.
Oh, some fantastic pasta.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's good. Okay, the Billy Goat, he went up against Sean, the Shack Attack. Tall. Jesus. I didn't realise how tall he was till I stood next to him. Now,
ridiculously tall.
Serge is probably an inch or two shorter than me. Sean would have to be 6'6".
Serge, struggled to get his face.
I thought Serge was just going to go in there. So, the support Serge had, he had all the tables from the MUA and all his family, and had the guys from Bennings there. Sean, plenty of support. Sean, I don't know who was, there was a lady standing to my right who was sort of close to the ring. I don't know who it was, but if she yelled out, "Go Sean," one more time, I was going to have to say, I think he can hear you. I think everyone can hear you. I think people at the convention centre can hear you. Someone was losing their absolute mind. She seemed like a lovely lady, but was, I thought security were going to get involved. Anyway, I thought Serge was going to have this only because I thought Sean, if Sean can turn up and be confident, Sean's a big chance here. But I thought Sean may have been overwhelmed by the whole thing. I was wrong. Yep. Sean just fought this exceptional fight. Yep. Almost gave away round one. I did what I thought. I thought he gave away round one and just took what he could, and then capitalised and just kept the distance and did whatever he had to do in 2 and 3 and got the win. And that's what he did. I am very confident something happened to Serge's arm in the first.
Really?
There was this left that was thrown that Serge did. I have to watch the videos, but I'm pretty sure he's thrown this left and something's happened where it's stopped it at this angle and his shoulder's gone forward and it just wasn't right. Like he just wasn't throwing that left again. I reckon Sean I reckon Serge got hurt in the first. Right. Not taking anything away from Sean here, but I reckon, I'd have to say I think something's happened to Serge's left arm or his shoulder.
Definitely couldn't tell because he just kept coming forward. He was not scared of Sean's height at all.
Nah, absolutely not. Yep. And I think he was prepared to take a couple on the way in. Yeah. And Sean's jab was on point again.
Yep.
Nigel must have gone jabs. Yeah. We'll win it on the jabs.
Well, that's how everyone should do it. Everyone should be jabbing. Like the jab is the most important punch in boxing. Yeah. Fighting in general. Like, you got to. It's the foundation of every good fighter. You know.
Sean did well. Good on him. Getting the win over Serge. Serge took it like a champ, as I can imagine.
And also, Serge in this photo looks like a completely different person. His transformation was insane. He looked like a completely different person.
He don't look a lot better now. Serge, this photo doesn't do you justice.
I agree.
Serge's hands are wrapped in that photo.
Yeah, it looks sick.
The only person with their hands wrapped. I think he came in late.
Oh, okay.
He didn't do the full 8 weeks. I'm pretty sure he only did about 6 due to work.
Oh, wow.
I think he had a shorter camp.
Okay.
Did well to stay in there for the 3.
Yeah.
Good on you. Next one up, we got Fight 12.
This was awesome.
Luke Newcomb dos Santos.
Love that name.
Against Nathaniel Hollywood Hale. Ringside guest commentator was Chiara the Warrior Diortona. Did I say that right? Diortona. I hope I'm saying that. I used to say Clarkson. That was the name.
Yeah.
She cornered and sponsored her brother earlier on in Fight 3, Fight 4, which unfortunately didn't go her way. She was still in a great mood. She was actually talking about doing it again as well.
That's right.
Possibly going double champ.
That would be cool.
Double champ. Anyway, great to have Chiara there. Very vocal. Jeez, that surprises a lot of people, doesn't it? And Chiara did a great job. Luke dos Santos, do you think looked the most comfortable in there on the night?
I think so. Luke looked like he had boxed plenty of times before. He just looked like a boxer. And I think out of all the fights, I was saying earlier, no, there was not one fight that I can think of where it was like pure domination, but by one fighter. But this was the closest we got to that.
Do you think?
It wasn't like domination.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think this fight was probably more one-sided than all the other ones, I think.
I think you're right. I don't think Nathaniel did a bad job.
Neither. I don't think that is.
I was talking to Nathaniel actually beforehand in the hotel. And he was feeling comfortable. Obviously, he had the nerves.
Yeah.
Where the difference was I think it was the body shots.
Yeah.
Whereas people normally headhunt. Luke got Nathaniel. I'm pretty sure he's given him about 3 or 4 right hooks just in the bottom of the ribs.
Yeah.
And it was the body shots where I think that didn't stop. Like it hurt him, but it didn't nearly put him down, didn't do anything. But at one point, Nathaniel, you could see it because Nathaniel was actually trying to protect himself with the leg, pulled the leg up. And I thought, this body is hurting. Yeah. But neither of them looked like, Nathaniel had 3 rounds in him.
Yeah.
He was still looking good at the end of the third round.
You know, it was smart by Luke. Like, he was like digging those body shots, but the point of those shots were to get Nathaniel thinking about them.
Yeah.
And that he used the body shots to set up the head shots.
Yeah.
And that was great game plan. Fantastic.
The game plan, I think, is what got him, and maybe it is that extra bit of experience, because I'm not sure what his history is like with.
Neither. I've got no idea. I'm just saying he looked like he's boxed before. So
Nathaniel, I still think Nathaniel did a good job.
Yeah.
I actually tipped Nathaniel on this one.
I tipped Luke.
Okay.
Just because I love his hair.
No, both of them. That's not taking anything away from Luke or Hollywood. Nathaniel. It's weird when certain fighters lose, when you think if they were matched up with a lot of other people, they would have got the win.
Yeah.
And I think Nathaniel is one of the.
I agree.
I thought he was one of the better fighters on the night, but he just was matched up with someone who was so calm, so prepared, and had this game plan that he stuck to, and it worked so well.
Absolutely.
Both should be proud. I had it 30-27 to Luke, but that's not taking anything away from Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Good on you, Nathaniel. All right, next up, fight 13. This is getting juicy in here. Also, there's one fight. I don't know which fight it was. What fight was there excessive holding? There was one fight where and this is not having to go at the ref, but there was a fight where the ref warned the other fighter for holding like about 4 times, and I was thinking, surely it's going to cost them a point. There was no point.
There was.
What fight was that? I think it may have been this one. May have been fight 13, because Owen White fights like Tyson Fury, who is notorious for getting a couple of punches in and then holding, and like leaning on his opponent.
Yeah,
I think this may have been it. I'll have to watch the video.
Maybe.
I don't know in the video. Okay, fight 13. We have Yavar Magami. How good did I pronounce that name?
That was very good.
I'd practiced that so much. The God of War. When he came out, I was a little worried.
Yeah.
He came out and he looked the part, and he is just a scary-looking individual.
Yeah.
Such a nice guy, though. Softly spoken. Quality man. He was against Owen, overweight. Owen has dropped so much weight, and he looked in fantastic shape. I didn't know how Owen's body was going to hold up. A lot less padding around the stomach. I thought if Yavar goes in there and attacks the body, he's a big chance. How did Yavar get that fountain of blood out the nose?
I mean, Owen's. Aside from the jab, I think Owen landed some like big uppercuts, but not once. I think so. They weren't too deep under the chin. It was kind of like around this area, so I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of clipped him with that. But if it wasn't that, it would have been one of the jabs. I can't remember. It was in the first round.
It was in the first round.
Yeah.
It was right near. It was in between the corners. So where we were sitting, it was to our left. It was the point where Yavar got tangled in the ring a little bit.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
What I think, and one of these two, I'll have to watch the video. I'm saying all this stuff, and I'm probably completely wrong. I think they've both gone in at the same time, and I think the top of his headgear has hit him on the bridge of the nose. I think it was like an accidental headbutt.
Yeah.
There was that, and then also Owen threw this right that missed, and the elbow got him.
Yeah.
And it wasn't an elbow.
That's right, yes.
I think it was the elbow that
I
hit
remember.
him.
I remember that now. Now that you mentioned the elbow, I remember thinking, because he threw like a combo and it landed, but then I think it was the last punch or maybe midway through the combo, his arm kind of slipped, and I remember thinking, "Fuck, I think he's clipped him with his elbow there." Like that. Yeah, I remember that.
I think Yavar has dipped to the left, come back up to counter, and by that stage, the second half of the punch was through, and it's hit him on the nose and sent him back. But that was bleeding. Yeah. Jeez, that was bleeding.
It was hard to tell because of his beard, though. Like, it was covering up a lot of the blood.
The shirt on. You see the shirt at the end? It's just got claret everywhere.
Yeah. But Owen, hey, I know he's done this before. That was his third time, hey?
I think it's in Halifax. I think he's done it twice before, called Ultra White Collar.
Right, well, he looked like he'd done it before. His movement, everything, he looked fantastic.
Good.
I really enjoyed watching him. And I think, Tyson Fury is the greatest of all time. but I think it is a good comparison to how he fights. He
looks the same, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Just that tall, sort of gangly fighter that's got the punches.
Yeah.
I thought Owen did extremely well.
Yeah.
He's the same one, had a game plan. I think he was gassing out in the third.
Yep.
But he was holding, and he was doing exactly what he had to do to win.
And I saw a great video. I think it was uploaded by Steph Little on her Instagram. She posted a bunch of photos from the night, and the last photo that she posted was of Owen, and he's got 2 beers and he's sinking them.
Oh, Owen just could not wait to get into the beers, could he? But Yavar, for someone who was Yavar, would he be 6 foot? Have to be close, maybe
Close,
5'10", 5'11", and Owen is clear 6'6".
Yeah.
The fact that he managed to get in there and still land some body shots. I mean, nothing.
Surely Yavar, he's 6 foot or a little bit above 6 foot.
Maybe 6.
Yeah.
I don't think he's above 6. I think he's shorter than me. Just
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I had heels on or something. I don't know. But both of them, excellent job.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yavar, I thought Owen was going to win this,
Yeah.
but once again, Yavar had that uppercut. I think he was looking for it,
Yeah.
but Owen just kept his head back.
Yeah, he moved so well.
Very good for a big man.
Yeah.
He did extremely well, and he was still. I saw him the next morning, and he was still ready to party.
Oh god, yeah.
He was doing a great job. Okay, fight 14.
This was good.
Our ringside guest announcer, this one was classic, was Tash, Dr. Tash Tornado Logan. I was just going to say, she's good. She got the win over Marnie Faulkner in Marnie's first fight. That's back at PCR 5 as well. Same one, Big Pappy wore the wrong mouthguard in. Now, Tash wasn't too sure. And good on you, Tash, for having a go, because I could tell you weren't that comfortable. Tash sat down and we were talking for a bit, and I was asking her some questions. Everything's fine. This is prior to the intros. The intros come out. I asked her any tips, just as I do all the people, and I said, "Thanks, Tash. Thanks, Dr. Logan, Tornado." And she goes, "All right, no worries, thanks." And then took the headphones off and was ready to go.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was thinking, "Nah, Tash,
You gotta
commentate the fight. Yeah. We're not just here for the intros. You got to do the whole fight."
Yeah, yeah.
And she did a great job. Hey, when did we have Daniel? Daniel sat in with us on one fight as well. I missed that. When did he come in there? Fight 10. Fight 10. What did I miss there? Oh, that was the Johnny Henderson and Steve-O.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Sorry, Daniel No Neck Ramos.
I was going to say, wait, where's Daniel? I swear he was.
He was there. He was funny.
He was drunk.
He was very drunk and quiet the whole time. He was more nervous than most of the people in that ring.
Yeah.
Sorry,
he was great. I really like Daniel.
Sorry, Daniel, if I skipped over you there. Tash Logan did a great job as well, even though she didn't say much.
And I apologise to Tash for Brad's sarcastic tone. That is just it's his default tone. That's how he talks, all right?
She thought I was giving her a hard time.
I don't know. I got the vibe. I was like, I can't remember what you said. You said a bunch of shit.
She was off me from the start.
I was like...
She's such a nice lady, though. I wasn't being smart, but I could hear it coming out of my mouth.
It was very entertaining. I was like, I hope she I hope she jumps on this thing and just decks Brad in the face. It'd be so funny.
I wasn't being smart, but I could hear myself talking. I was thinking, oh, this sounds so sarcastic.
It did. It sounded so sarcastic. But because we sit here, well, I sit here and I listen to you all the time, I just know that that's just how Brad talks.
I wasn't being smart, Tash. Jeez.
Oh, it was so good.
Fight 14. Okay. I have to watch the video back. I know
what you're going to say.
Only because I have scored one fight one way, clearly one winner one way, and then I saw it back on the video and I went, no, I was wrong. That was fair.
Yeah.
This fight.
You were pretty convinced.
I was convinced. Absolutely. And these two guys I get on with very well. Yeah. Alec, the blonde bombshell, his hair looked on point, by the way. Yeah. And his walkout was probably the best of the night.
Oh,
he took his time, didn't he? Good on you. And Wiley, the Cavalry Scott, co-main event. This one did go, was this a UD or a split?
I think it was UD.
I think it was UD. I think it was 29-28 across the board.
Yeah.
Right. What Wiley? Now let me get to the end of this because this won't sound good at the start, but you got to okay. When I met Wiley and I chatted to him, and I've seen some of the stuff Wiley's done. Wiley to me would be. He is the most unpredictable kind of. This is in a good way, but he has got this mindset that I believe. If he's obviously had that horrible leg injury that's come back from, if he can get fit and injury free, I have no doubt that Wiley Scott has the ability to be excel in his sport and be at the top of whatever sport he decides to do.
Yeah.
He's got this mindset that. From what I hear, I can only compare it. Someone like, you know how people talk about Kobe Bryant, where his mind is that focused on winning.
Mentality.
He is, and this guy's got it. He is just so focused on winning.
Yeah.
And I think his mental strength was the best I've seen in everyone I've spoken to in the PCR, which is a lot. Yeah. His mental strength and his focus, I think, is above everyone else's. Yeah. And for a 21-year-old, that's saying something.
Crazy, hey?
I think he is. I mean, with the stuff he's done in motocross and he's done in soccer, I'd have no hesitation in saying that he could play easily. He could play for any of the what's the Australian soccer league called?
A-League.
A-League. He'd play no dramas.
Yeah.
Only because of his mindset. And he isn't blessed with the ideal sportsman's body. Yeah. He's not that tall. Yeah. He's not that thin. Yeah. He's
good.
But his mindset will just take him past all of that. So, anyway, that's Wiley. That was supposed to be a compliment. It sounded like it was bad.
No, I think that sounded like a compliment.
Okay. He was up against someone that I can only call a street thug, is the bogan from Thornley, Alex Wright. Alex is another guy, after talking to him, who's come in, who has lived a life of just being like a hood rat and has completely turned his life around.
Right.
And he is, both of these guys are old, well beyond their years. Yep. The fact that these guys are both early 20s and are in this mindset, these two have got a bright future.
Absolutely.
I'd have to get that haircut though, Alex. This one here, I scored it, and just this is from where I was sitting.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't get on my back.
And remember, we haven't watched the
video.
So
got to watch them back.
We are so open to being wrong about this.
Could be wrong. I have been wrong once before.
Only once.
Or twice. You should see my UFC tips. I thought Wiley won this 30-27. It's not taken anything away from Alex. I thought he's done enough. He looked good. Alex seemed to be like more gritty and was really biting down.
30-27.
Yeah, I did. I gave him all three. Gave him all three.
Yeah, right. Okay. I thought maybe 29-28. But yeah.
I think Wiley.
I still gave it to Wiley though.
Yeah.
I was pretty convinced.
See, I don't. It sound like I'm bagging out Alex. I'm definitely not. Like Alex was just biting down on the mouth guard, just trying to take his head off with every punch. There was no setting up. It was just
he landed
savage. Savage attack. Wiley though had the hands up, was in and out.
Yeah.
Excellent movement. Looked smooth the whole time.
Yeah.
Before I make this call, before I make it official. But the thing is, no one's ever overturned a fight as well. That's face facts. So I gave this. I thought if there was good judging the whole night through, if anyone, until I've seen the video back, I'm going to have to say I thought Wiley did get the win.
Yeah.
But that's not taking anything away from Alex. These two were two extremely good fighters.
Yeah. And, like Wiley being a southpaw causes a lot of problems for an orthodox fighter. And Alex, I think, dealt with it pretty well. Yeah. The fact that he wouldn't have been able to train with South, there's no one that could replicate. How would you replicate Wiley? Yeah.
You couldn't. No. There was no gaps. He protected himself. You couldn't get to his body. Yeah. You couldn't get to his head.
I will say it was funny, we have more of a background in MMA for our podcast and everything. It was funny seeing, Wiley take southpaw and just thinking that body's open for some kicks,
As the legs, I was actually looking at people's legs saying, they could light up that guy's quad. Someone throw a calf kick in there.
So good.
Oh, anyway, Alex got the win. Good on him. I'm sure he definitely celebrated afterwards. I did meet Wiley's old man as well from Road Trains Australia.
What'd you think?
Oh, quality man. It's great to see. Very competitive, his old man. Very competitive.
Good.
But good man. And last up, geez, we've been going over an hour. We've really invested in this one. Main event time.
This is good.
We have Brezzy, the hitman hitter, against Ronnie the Menace Harvey for the Cable Wise Championship belt. Okay, before this fight started, I was worried. Nothing to do with the fighting. I was worried about the state of Jamie the Wild Child West, who was our guest commentator, because I know what Jamie's like.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I could get anything here.
Yeah.
Firstly, I thought there's a good chance he won't rock up.
Yeah.
He will be on the table somewhere, just going absolutely berserk.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to get. So I was nervous. As soon as the Wiley Alex fight finished, all I was thinking about was what Jamie West am I going to get here. And then I felt a hand on the shoulder. And I went, oh, that's the Wild Child. And I did the slowest turnaround thing. Please, he was one, maybe two beers deep.
Yeah.
In looking sharp as anything, had all his wits about him.
He was so well behaved.
And I went, oh my God, who is this? This is not the Jamie Wild Child West at fight 15 that I expected. He came in. He was professional.
Yeah.
He was on time. He did a great job during the actual fights as well. So we keep skipping over fighters. Geez, we're all over the shop here. Fight 13. Sorry, geez, going back here. Fight 13, Owen and Yavar.
Yeah.
I forgot to talk about our guest commentator. I'm going to throw it in now. Guest commentator, he went back to back. He lost at PCR 6. He lost at PCR 8 and then came back and won at PCR 9.
Cool.
Kyle the Axeman Atkins, who was also a big help for Johnny Henderson.
Yep.
Right. Kyle the Axeman came in. I did call him the Axeman about 50 times as well. If there was ever someone that just completely took over, in a good way, took over the commentary.
Yeah.
So skilled.
Was so
great knowledge. It was almost like now is the time I should have had 5 minutes to eat my dinner and go to the toilet or something. Yeah. He was prepared, experienced, did a fantastic job, and a great man.
He did a fantastic job. I gave him props afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did an excellent job. I can't believe I left him out. Sorry about that, Axeman.
Yeah.
And he's a good man. He's a very good man. And his partner, can't even think of her name. Sorry, mate. She's a lovely lady as well. I did meet her. So good on you, Kyle. Anyway, let's get back to the main event. This fight between Ronnie and Breezy, I was nervous going in.
Yep.
Only because I knew what Ronnie had planned afterwards, where he proposed to his partner, Megan. I believe it's Megan. I knew that was coming. So, on one hand, I was thinking, because I interviewed both these guys, and both of them are quality individuals. And I was thinking, on one hand, I want Ronnie, if Ronnie is to lose to Breezy, which there was obviously a good chance of it, and there's a good chance of Breezy losing to Ronnie.
Yeah.
But if Ronnie's going to lose to Breezy, I think Breezy's going to land one of these bombs. And I was thinking, how would Ronnie go after possibly being knocked out cold by one of these lunchbox punches, these fists that... Because Breezy, I think Breezy... I think he's maybe the hardest hitter I've seen in all the PCRs. Maybe there was a guy called Dylan the Quokka. Oh, I can't think of your last name, Dylan. Sorry. He was the same, but he was a lot taller and he had some bombs. I still think Breezy hits harder. Yeah. And I just thought if Ronnie doesn't have his hands up and Breezy it's like Mark Hunt. He just needs that one punch. Yeah. So on one hand, I was thinking, please don't knock him out, Brezzy, because if you do, it's going to cause dramas with the proposal. Yeah. But on the other hand, I was thinking, but I'm not wanting Ronnie to beat Brezzy either. So I was confused. I just didn't know how it was going to play out. Yeah. And Brezzy, he had so much support there. Yeah. They were going crazy. tell me this. They're Maori? Is that how you say it, Maori?
I think so, Maori, yeah.
Maori. Are Maoris just, in general, the toughest, what would you say, culture?
Toughest and loveliest, yeah.
In the world, do you reckon?
Probably, they're up there.
Them and the Indigenous Australians would have to be, I reckon, probably the toughest people. Yeah. And there was about, I don't know how many Kiwis there were in the crowd, but there was a lot, and they were all right in Brezi's corner.
Yeah.
I wanted Brezi to do well, because...
And he did. He did do well.
He did very well. Ronnie did get the win, and well done to Ronnie for getting the win, and it was a perfect lead into the proposal.
Yeah.
The one thing I got to say was about Brezi's cardio impressed me. I thought Brezi would have had about one round in him, but he kept throwing them, and you could see late in the second and the third, he was sort of holding back, taking a couple, because he was loading up, and I was thinking, he just needs one.
Yeah.
And that is the most dangerous fighter, to have someone that just needs that one.
Yeah.
Ronnie covered up, fought the perfect fight. Now, there was about probably 30 seconds left in the last round, and Brezi's thrown a jab or something, and Ronnie's hit him with this punch that, honestly, it hurt my jaw ringside. He's just square, just this hook, and it's hit Brezi in the face, and this massive spray of sweat's come up. Yeah. And it was just that solid, like hitting a brick wall.
Yeah, yeah.
And I went, Jesus. And I thought for a split second, because it was right in front of us, I thought Brezi is going to come back into us here. And it didn't even move him. No. You can't knock that guy out.
Yeah.
You'd have to, honestly, you'd have to attack him from behind with a bat.
And you could tell how... I guess, passionate but disappointed Breezy was on not getting the decision.
How gracious in defeat, though. Still gave us a thumbs up.
Very gracious, yeah. Awesome guy. Gave us the thumbs up. But, just goes to show how passionate these fighters are. Like, they're taking it serious. This is not a joke to them, It's good. It's good to see.
I could see the disappointment in his face. I think it was... Not his performance, because he put on a stellar performance. Ronnie put on a world-class performance. But the fact that I hope Brezi doesn't feel disappointed in his performance because he didn't get the win. Well. He did very well, and everyone knew how dangerous he was.
And again, I think he's coming back as well. I think he'll come back to do another one.
Oh, could you imagine?
And he'll win. Doesn't matter who they put in front of.
Could you imagine fighting him next?
Oh, God. Whoever it is.
I'll come
we should get Alec in there.
Just to beat him up.
Yeah.
He's got shit. Just keep your hands down. He's got nothing. So, anyway, congrats to Ronnie the Menace Harvey there.
Yeah. For the win.
For the win.
I had a cracker line during that fight.
Oh, tell me what it was.
And you looked at me as if to say, oh, shut up.
I don't know what you said.
I said he got the yes from the judges and the yes from his missus, or something like that.
He wanted me.
You were laughing, and I looked at Alec, and Alec's like, "Oh God,
it's a classic line." I did say as soon as she said yes, I did make it known. I made sure all the recordings were on. Yeah, I said she said yes. She said yes. So there you go, Ronnie. I said it. I promised you I'd say it. I keep my promises. Not like Daniel Doomsday with the moonwalk.
Yeah.
But that was it. Oh, and that's it. So it ended up 11 to 4. I think that wasn't a good indication of how well everyone did. Yeah. I thought it was closer. Oh, the coaches. We haven't even talked about the coaches.
$6 million man.
$6 million man came out. He was he did his usual thing. Did a great job. With the actual whole event.
Love how animated he is in the corner. Hey. So cool.
When Nigel, the notorious Nigel Groves, was introduced at the start when he was walking out, I had a look at him. I've never in my life seen Nigel he's very he's quite a reserved. Like, he gets animated in the corner, and he's a little reserved. But I've never seen him walk. He almost had the Conor McGregor arm swing. Yeah. He had a level of confidence in him going in there, and I went, "Oh, he knows something here."
Yep.
I've never seen Nigel that confident.
Yeah.
Whether he's confident or happy, maybe it's because Case was fighting. I don't know.
Maybe.
But he came in, and I just thought, that's a different man. I haven't seen this man in the last 4 or 5 that I've attended.
Yeah.
So I thought, we're in for something good here.
Wow.
And had Craig in the corner, Craig Wilson. Excellent job there. He's Nigel's right-hand man. And Chris Chiari, also always in Glenn Austin's corner. He did a great job. He's been in there for ages. He fought at PCR 2.
Oh, jeez.
I think. PCR 2? Or
Has
PCR
it always
1?
been held at the Crown?
No.
Okay.
No, they moved to the Crown, I believe, I think PCR... I think 6 was the first one.
Okay.
Maybe. They used to be the convention centre,
Right.
but it could only hold 1,400, I think.
Right, okay.
And they've gone to the Crown to step it up, and I think it holds about 2,000. I think. I'm not too sure. But it was full. It was a full night.
Yep.
Everyone had fun. I'm sorry I had to leave at 12:30. I was so tired.
Yeah.
I just said I'd love to hang around and see everyone, but I am absolutely exhausted.
Yeah.
I've eaten... I don't even know. The food was nice. I've had 2 beers.
Yeah, the meal that we had was good. The steak, that was nice.
We didn't get cutlery though, did we?
Didn't get cutlery. Didn't get the 2 other meals, but yeah, it was good. It was a good night.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good that we didn't get on the beers either. I had 2 for the night. I went out to.
I think I had 4. I'm a lightweight. I was feeling pretty buzzed by the end of it.
Overall, excellent job. Excellent job. Well done to Carly. Steph, I'm just reading the winners here. The Bruiser, Mason the Mongrel, Phoebe the Rent Collector, the Wild Rose Groves, Stefano, the Houdini, Slim Reaper, great nickname, Daniel lied to me, J, Daniel J, Jesus, Tomahawk,
Steve O'Taylor,
Shack Attack coming in, Newcomb, Owen Overweight. He walked out to Tyson Fury singing.
I love you, baby.
Sweet Caroline. Or
yes, that's right, Sweet Caroline.
Should actually hit up Tyson Fury, see if we can get something in there. Alex Wright and Ronnie the Menace.
Yep.
Harvey, well done, everyone.
Yep.
We're back. Hopefully we get another call up. I don't know whether we're going to get asked to do it again. If we do, we're going to jump on board. We love it. The funny is the one photo they did take was of us sort of from side on.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they took a photo of the desk? Did you see the amount of crap we had on the desk?
There was small. It wasn't even like it was like a plank of wood.
There was paperwork.
Yeah.
Just so high. Just notes.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. And then I had to edit notes, and I gave Alec the wrong edit note.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, there was. How about when we were when we were just chilling, waiting for these? Like the first fight was like about to start, and all of a sudden our headphones.
Oh, the headphones.
Dude.
Bright side. I'm glad they're on board. Bright side. Those headphones. Those headsets.
awesome.
So much better. Yeah. Well done, Bright side.
Yeah.
They did a great job too. We didn't get many photos done. There was photos at the spinning thing out the front.
I didn't see it.
I didn't even know it was there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were busy making it happen inside.
As long as we got the photo of us recreating DC, Joe Rogan, and John Maddox, it's all that matters.
That was set up, everyone that saw that photo, that we didn't actually take that. Like, we deliberately set up to look like that photo. So don't think.
Yeah.
Jeez, get off my back.
Wish Alec was looking more towards the camera a bit, because it just looks like he's checking someone out. Like,
if there was ever going to be someone to let down this trio, it's always going to be Alec, isn't it? That's his thing.
Absolutely.
All right, that's it. We're wrapping it up for PCR number 10.
What a fantastic event.
April 22, 2003. There's the program. Great program. And October 7, we're back. Tickets on sale. Just get along to it. Tickets on sale September, I think.
Yep.
Usually about
me and Alec
September.
going to apply for it.
Oh, yeah? Fight each other. I'll fight you. I'll fight Alec. All right.
I wonder if we could organise to... I mean, I guess the housemates did organise to fight each other.
How do you reckon you'll go against Alec?
Well, he's got a black belt in Kung Fu.
Yeah, it's Kung Fu. It's not Kung Fu. It's boxing.
Yeah, I know that. I reckon I fare well with him, to be honest. And he's going to hate me saying that. But it's one of those things. He's Kung Fu. I'm BJJ. If there was no rules, I'd fuck him up.
Thanks for swearing right at the end of that.
I mean,
Twice. Jeez. Not that hard. Potty mouth. Thanks, everyone. I hope all the PCR crew like this and don't get on my back if I didn't tip them. And, yeah, when are we back? We're back soon.
Yeah,
Listen to all the Grelka stuff for the UFC. Great tips. My 1,000,000-to-1's coming as well. 1,000,000-to-1. Get on it, everyone. Thanks, everyone. And we'll see you. Oh, we'll see the Grelka crew soon, but we'll see the next PCR crew, hopefully, October 7. Crown Ballroom. Get on it. Get your tickets early. enjoy it. Come say hi. I know I don't look like this in person, so if you're like Carly's mate, don't come up to me and abuse me and say I've got stolen valor.
Accuse you of stolen valor.
It is what I look like. I look very different outside of here. So thanks everyone.
He actually looks nice in public. So
I look great. Not Aaron Tracy Grave. I look great.
No one looks at him.
Thanks everyone, and we'll see you next time.